Hello, welcome to the bookstore. I'm Erin. How can I help you? Okay, so you're looking for a gift for a teenager. Well, we have a wide variety of options. So what kind of interests do they have? What are they into? Cute animals. Yeah, that's pretty popular right now. All the cat and dog videos and a deer and a turtle that are best friends and stuff like that. I do have a couple of books that I think they'll like. Let me grab them for you. Okay, so the first one that I have is The Adventures of a Curious Cat. And this book features this social media influencer cat named Zelda. So this is a book that's written from the cat's perspective, and it's supposed to give some fun and funny bits of knowledge and advice for cats and their humans. There's a variety of fun and interactive pages. Little paw prints. And there's some photos as well. So if they are aware of this cat on social media, they'll love this book because the cat is absolutely hilarious, and every post that the cat makes is written in a rhyming poem. And they're usually really funny and really cute. So that's the first option. The second option is similar, and that is this book here, and it's called Nala's World, and it's by a guy named Dean, and you can see that it says one man, his rescue cat, and a bike ride around the globe. So basically, the idea with this book is that this guy, Dean, he decided, I think it was a few years ago, that he was going to ride his bike all around the world. So he started social media channels and started documenting himself, and he was getting a lot of recognition for his cool travel idea. And somewhere along the line he ran into this tiny little kitten, so small and tiny, all alone in the middle of nowhere, literally on a cliff somewhere in the middle of nowhere, with no towns in sight. So he took the cat, and he was planning on dropping her off at the next town and getting medical attention, and they could get her home or whatever. But it turned out that pretty much right away she climbed up and sat on his shoulder, and she ended up loving being on the bike. So he ended up keeping her, and you can see that she travels alongside the bike. She has her own little basket, and they travel all over the world together. And you can follow their adventures on their Instagram page. I believe it's One Bike, One World. and it tells the story of why he decided to do the bike ride, and when he met her and deciding to keep her, and then the like overwhelming popularity that they ended up getting. So the difference between the two books is that this one is more of like a fun fictional story about like a cat's perspective, and just like some fun exercises and fun advices and stuff like that. And this one is written like more in an actual story form. You can follow along on their journey, and it's a real life story. If they don't know about this cat, it might just be kind of funny, but if they don't know about this one, I think they'll still really enjoy the story. This one, okay. All right, there you go. You have a great day. Can I help you? Yes, yeah, we do have cookbooks. Let me show you what we have. First, we have this large cookbook that has healthy recipes specifically to serve 2 people. So a lot of cookbooks, they have very large portions and people don't want to waste. So if you just have a few people in your household, then this might be a good option. We also have a very classic and very popular book, which is called The Joy of Cooking. And this is a classic cookbook that many people consider to be a must-have in the kitchen, because not only does it have a lot of well-known classic recipes, but it also has a lot of educational elements as well. So there's information on different cooking terms, cooking styles, like a really, really informative glossary, and a lot of descriptions that might be very helpful if you're new at cooking. And then we also have a slow cooker cookbook. So if you're someone that uses a crock pot or slow cooker often, this is a great way to get some new ideas. You'd like to think about it? Okay, I'll be here if you have any questions. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Oh, hi. How can I help you? Mystery. Yes, I have just the thing for you. Now, I know that this is not a new series, but whether you've read them or not, it's always fun to go back and revisit. And if you haven't read them, you're in for a treat. So, we carry a very long and extensive collection of Nancy Drew mystery books. Have you ever read them before? No? You must. The Nancy Drew mystery books have been around for decades, and people of all ages love them. This one is The Secret of Shadow Ranch. And Nancy Drew is a young detective who is very fun and witty, and the stories are very well written. Lots of suspense, but also fun as well. And I also have something else that might intrigue you. If you're interested in something extra special, we also carry original Nancy Drew books. These are very special because they're from the 1950s, and these have been passed down for generations. So this one is The Clue of the Black Keys. And no, the villains are not a two-man alternative rock duo. And we have some that are still vintage, but a little bit newer. So this is a older version of the first one I showed you, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. And it also includes a second book as well, The Secret of Redgate Farm. So what do you think of the Nancy Drew books? Sure, yeah, absolutely. So would you like just a few or the whole collection? The collection, okay, great. Okay, so just go up to the front and let them know if you would like the newer, the vintage, or the original, and they will get them from the back for you. We don't have them all on display. I hope you enjoy them. Have a good day. Hi, welcome to the bookstore. I'm Erin. How can I help you? Okay, you are looking for a Valentine's Day gift. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay. So you're not actually sure what the author's name is. Alright, let's see if we can figure it out together. What do you know about the author? It's a woman, okay. She has a podcast, okay. A researcher. Does she by chance have like a southern accent? I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes, we have 3 of her books. 1 second. I believe the person that you're talking about is Brene Brown. Does that ring a bell? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, she's very popular right now. She has quite a few books, and she's a researcher, and she does have a podcast, and she also does like lectures and interviews and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, the 3 books that we have by her are this one, which is Daring Greatly, and then we also have this one, which was the follow-up to Daring Greatly, called Rising Strong. And this one was a New York Times bestseller. And we also have her most recent book, which is called Braving the Wilderness. Yes, they're all very pretty, aren't they? So, overall, her books tend to be about the research she's done on things like empathy and vulnerability. She talks sometimes about like parenting and teaching. She teaches at a university as well. Overall, just using her research to help us all be better humans. Which one would you like? You'll take them all. You're a good spouse. She's going to love them. These are very popular, and I've read them myself, and I know she's going to love them. So here you go. Yeah, enjoy your day. Can I help you with something? You're looking for military themed books? Yeah, we actually have quite a few. Are you looking for a certain author or just anything in that theme? Anything? Okay, I'll show you what we have. We have a little book here called Make Your Bed, and it is by a retired admiral named William McRaven. And so this guy, he was asked to speak at the University of Texas graduation, and I believe that's the name of his speech, or at least like the general idea of it. And he talked about how the people in the military, they wake up every day and one of the first things they do is make their bed, always, and how it's like the first win that you get every day. And so it's encouraging everyone else to also do this so that you start your day off with an accomplishment. It's a smaller, easy read, and it's just everything based off of his speech. We also have A Team of Teams, which is by General Stanley McChrystal. And this is about using his experience from the military to help people in business. This here, which is a really cool matte finish book, with some texture to it, is called Discipline Equals Freedom. And this is by Jocko Willink, and that's like a profile of him there. This guy Jocko, I think he was a Navy SEAL who went into some like really scary missions in Iraq and dealt with a lot of like really secret missions and stuff like that. And he's like a super tough guy. And so this book is very like aggressive and very like short, choppy bits of advice, and like doesn't mince words whatsoever. You can kind of see what it looks like inside. So he's very big on like working out and discipline and timing of things, and using his military experience to kind of help the civilian world. He has a podcast as well. The last thing we have is a biography on General Stanley McChrystal called My Share of the Task. It's a pretty large book. Has a lot of testimonials on the back about how much people like it. So this is less about like advice and stuff like the other ones, and more just about his life and what he went through and things like that. You like this one? Okay. There you go. Let me know if you need anything else, okay? Hi, can I help you find anything? Yeah, sorry to bother you, but we're closing in just a few minutes. Looking for something funny? Sure, I have a couple options for you. Okay, so we have this book by stand-up comedian Jim Gaffigan, and It's called Food, a Love Story. And a lot of his humor is based around food, whether it's Hot Pockets or Subway, McDonald's, Cinnabon, things like that. So a lot of it is his jokes about different topics around food and food companies. We also have a book by Lewis Black, who's also a stand-up comedian, called Nothing is Sacred, or Nothing's Sacred. A lot of this book is about him growing up and how different influences shaped his comedy and why he talks about the certain things that he does. This is a bit off the wall, but if you're looking to laugh, this will definitely make you laugh. It's called The Mullet Hairstyle of the Gods. And this book is a showcase of all the different types of mullets that are out there, and each of them is named. So the executive, the fading glory. It talks about celebrity mullets. There's some actually really pretty cartoons in here, comic style, that are really funny. There's a whole thing about Billy Ray Cyrus. There's a whole section about the aerodynamics of a mullet. So this is pretty fun, and you can kind of put it on the coffee table or whatever, and people will laugh and look through it. It's definitely a conversation piece for sure. Okay, you're gonna think about it. Yeah, well, if you decide to come back, we do have a few other books by stand-up comedians and some funny comic books I can show you. So just ask for me next time and I'll show you. Okay. Alright, well, thanks so much for coming in, and I hope to see you soon.